Welcome back, everybody. It is the evening of October 9th, and we're actually going to be heading down to the swamp. We're going to be hunting in Cherry Ridge on a different gator path than what we hunted on earlier on this week. We've got a wind out of the southeast, and I'm kind of hoping for possibly a shot at a bear down there. Possibly if a big doe comes up the gator path, I'll let her have it. Right now, shooter-wise, there's really no bucks down there I'm even going to shoot or even thinking about shooting that I know of, unless one's moved in the past couple days here. I do know that there's some really big bears in there that I've got pretty recent trail camera videos of, so possibly a big doe, possibly a big bear. We'll see. I got some questions on what I have in my bag, so I just took everything out of my bag for you guys to show you. So I've got my hunting license. I've got two flashlights here. This is the Wyoming A4, I think. Yeah, this thing is super duper bright. This is the Wyoming A5. Have a trail camera card reader that I don't ever use. I don't even know if it works, to be honest with you. Obviously my release. This is my saw. This is in case I've got a tree to climb and I've got a few limbs that are in my way. Obviously private land, I wouldn't cut any limbs on public land if I'm hunting public. Got a knife. Have another knife in here too that I didn't even pull out for you guys. Right there. That's the main one. Right now, the thermocell is a must. I got some rope, some gloves, some wipes, a bag for the heart. I like saving the heart when I gut my deer. I like eating the heart. It's really good. Not a fan of the liver though, to be honest. Okay, and then this is, I have two easy hangers. I have one that I hang my bow up on, and then one that I hang my, that I mount my camera to. I've used every type of camera mount you can imagine. This is just the most handy and most user-friendly because I can just pack it all in here. It's not bulky, it's not loud. You know, I can screw that into the tree, no problem at all. And it actually is really quite smooth. You know, I don't actually move this portion. I move the bar portion, and it creates pretty smooth, steady video, as you guys know already. Now we get into my pack rack, which obviously I haven't even touched that yet this year. And this is a grunt call from Blue Line Calls. This kid's from upstate New York, does a really good job on his calls. He makes waterfowl calls as well. I really like his grunt tube. Actually, last year in Pennsylvania, I grunted a buck in from over 150 yards away with this. A few snort wheezes, a couple grunts, and here he comes. This is an external charging pack. It's actually solar power too. Windicator if I don't have any milkweed with me, and then here's my GoPro. I just have this cover on it. So, and then obviously the camera that I'm videoing this with. So that's all my stuff that goes into my pack. And then obviously I have my bow. So I'm actually got my bow inside. I'm going to run upstairs. It's been a while since I shot it, so let's launch some arrows at 25 and 40 yards and make sure everything's still up to par. And then we're going to head out. Okay, so that first target's at 26 yards. So we're going to go ahead and let that first target have it. A little bit into the shoulder. We're going to want to bring that back a little bit. That'll do it right there. Okay, let's take her out to 45 yards now. That's a little bit far forward.
Okay, we've made it to the tree stand. I'm in a ladder stand right here off the edge of one of our gator paths. And there has been quite a few doe coming up and down this trail that crosses the path down here in front of me. There's a hanging vine scrape here that you know, a lot of deer pay attention to. There isn't any bucks that I would shoot that have been using it by any means, but I know for a fact there's a lot of bear activity right down in here. So This is kind of a unique spot that you really don't know what you're going to end up seeing. I've seen a bunch of coyotes on trail camera down in here as well. So I fired up my thermocell. Mosquitoes are terrible. There's a few new buck rubs on the trail on the way in here. So there's been a buck in here in the last few days for sure, tearing stuff up. We got a stiff wind right out of the southeast, blowing my scent right this way. I don't think we're going to have anything coming up the Gator Path from the road direction with my scent blowing right that way. We'll stick tight and see what happens here. The leaves are really starting to fall and turn color. Been here for about 2 hours and haven't seen anything. It's about 6 o'clock, so hoping we see some movement here shortly.
Just made it back from I just made it back to the house from this evening's hunt, and it's pretty uneventful, really. I ended up seeing a doe and 2 fawns that crossed the Gator Path about 55 yards out in front of me, and then just kept going into the swamp. They never, turned and went down the Gator Path, and that was about it. Didn't see anything else. It's opening day of duck season in Pennsylvania, so I heard a ton of shooting on the other side of the swamp. That was about it. I pulled a camera card from the soybean food plot today, so I'll finish this video off with all the footage off that trail camera. So I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a good one.